obviously, yesterday I made a video about the rematch between Petr Yan and Ailjamain Sterling, and how I think Petr Yan's going to probably win that fight just based on how he dominated him in the first fight. But in my opinion, if Petr Yan was to win, the mandatory for his actual title is TJ Dillashaw. So let's just say hypothetically, Petr Yan gets past Ailjamain Sterling in the second fight without no hiccups. How do you think a fight between Petr Yan and TJ Dillashaw will go? Now, I think if TJ Dillashaw was 100% in his prime, that would have still been a compelling fight, but I would have easily edged TJ Dillashaw to win that particular fight. Now that he's somewhat out of his prime, he's still a very good fighter at the top level, as he showed against Corey Sandhagen, which was a very impressive performance. But now that he's out of his prime, do I think he can actually beat Petr Yan? I think there's still a very good chance that he could beat him, but I think I might slightly edge it towards Petr Yan. Petr Yan really impressed me in his fight against Ailjamain Sterling. I think he showed the level of his talent in terms of his throwing technique, his striking, just everything, the way he carried himself. He just looked incredible in there. So yeah, in my opinion, a fight between him and Petr Yan and TJ Dillashaw will be interesting. If somehow TJ Dillashaw is able to beat Petr Yan the way he did against Corey Sandhagen and managed to win the belt, I think you can make a case that he is probably one of the greatest bantamweights that the UFC has ever seen. Definitely top 5. I don't know if he is the greatest, because obviously he does have competition with Dominic Cruz and obviously Henry Cejudo as well. But I think you can make a case. You can make some type of case that he's definitely up there as one of the best. I mean, at that point, if he's to beat Petr Yan, then that makes him a 3-time bantamweight champion, and that's on top of all the other credentials that he has. He's already on that list, like somewhat. But if he beats Petr Yan, then I think he really solidifies his case as being on that list, even despite the fact that he got caught juicing. Like, obviously, like, juicing and cheating, it is deplorable. It's not something that should be swept under the rug. But at the same time, juicing doesn't give you the talent and the skills that a fighter has. Like, you still have to work to have them talent and skill, and it's not something that's given to anyone. So regardless of whether a fighter juices or not, I think it's fair to say that if a fighter gets into that position where he can actually win a title 3 times, even if he's juiced, you can't deny the fact that he's definitely up there as one of the greatest. Because if it's so easy to juice and get to that level, then with all the fighters that are juicing, all of them would be legendary fighters, but not all of them are. There's a reason why, like, not all of them are on that level, because juicing is just not enough for you to get to that position. You need to do a lot more than just juice to get to that position. So yeah, that's my opinion. Tell me your opinion. Who do you think wins between the two? I think at this moment in time, I'll kind of edge it towards Petr Yan, because Petr Yan is in his prime. TJ Dillashaw was in his prime. I think I'll pick TJ Dillashaw to win, but I don't think it's impossible for TJ Dillashaw to win. I think there's a very good chance that he could win. And if he was to win, then in my opinion, then he's one of the greatest bantamweights of all time in MMA history at that point. So yeah, that's my opinion. Tell me your opinion. What do you think? Who do you think would win if they were to fight each other? Obviously, if Petr Yan gets past Ailjamain Sterling, a lot of people might say, "Oh, that's already a foregone conclusion." But because the sport of MMA is such a unpredictable sport, you can never put it past an opponent beating another opponent. So even though he completely dominated him in the first fight, there's no way to 100% know for sure who would win if they were to fight. So yeah, that's my opinion. Tell me your opinion. Who do you think would win if they were to fight each other? I think it's a very interesting fight. It's almost like old versus new in some sense, because TJ Dillashaw is from a bygone era. He's from a previous era of mixed martial arts, while Petr Yan is part of the new school of mixed martial arts. So yeah, that's my opinion. Tell me your opinion below, and like and subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot more content coming your way. Peace out.